Symphony. It's Deanna, your new music director for the 2020-2021 season, and I'm here with Craig Retzlaff, who is our principal trumpet player with the Union Symphony, and we're excited to talk to you a little bit about the music that we're going to be presenting this season. So I think today we're going to talk about J.S. Bach's Third Orchestral Suite, which I'm super excited to do. Anytime we get to do Baroque music, it's just like a really fun and exciting project for the orchestra because we don't do it that often. But it's really absolutely important that we do it. Bach was so central to classical music. He's given us the roadmap for all of the music we hear now, movie music even, people are taking stuff from Bach. So I'm so excited that we get to do that. So Craig, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your favorite parts of this piece.
So when I play Bach's music, I try to perform it from the lens of the composer. Bach, when he wrote his music, he viewed composition and writing music as his act of prayer, which is a very spiritual, personal thing. If you look at the musical lines in the piece, a lot of it's constantly moving upward, going up towards heaven.
Yeah, this orchestral suite is really exciting. It has this big fanfare opening, really grand. It's French overture form with the slow, big, huge. You can see kind of like a coronation in your head when you're playing this, and then you have beautiful movements like the second movement, which actually the trumpet doesn't play in. Second movement, Air, which we hear all over. It's such a famous tune, really, really beautiful. But actually, you talk about this music being exalted, and Bach, absolutely, his main work was in churches and he wrote a lot of religious music. But this music is actually quite rustic, and that's actually what I love about Baroque music. And period instruments, didn't have such a refined sound as our modern orchestral instruments. So this music is actually quite exciting, quite rustic, very tactile and gritty.
And I think composers are products of their time. And even if he, always wrote with the lens of worshiping God, there's dances in this. There's dance-like movements. And so that had to have been influenced from the dances of the people.
Absolutely.
And so, there's a definite connection to that. And I think when you listen to it, the audience will get that. It's definitely something that I think people are going to be familiar with. This is ceremonial music, a lot of it, that you've heard when you go to church, when you go to weddings, when you have special occasions. Bach's music is used at all of that, and it's used for a reason. People enjoy it. It sets the mood perfectly for anything that is bringing us joy. Which I think we all need a little bit.
I think we do. Yeah. Craig, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your role as a trumpet player in a piece like this that comes from the 1700s.
There's two roles that I feel like a trumpet plays in the music. One is sort of the fanfare, where you're going to hear a lot of fanfare motifs, and then you're going to hear melodic lines that are up in this upper register. And so when I look at the music, I think of is it more of the fanfare where it's really big, aggressive, in your face, and then if there's that lighter texture, and it's very enjoyable to play and to try to figure out as a musician. So I'm playing it on the piccolo trumpet.
Little trumpet.
And it's, I love this little guy. and that trumpet helps me out because it goes into a very high register that was called the clarino register. And so they wrote in that register because it emulated a human voice, blends in really well with woodwind instruments. And it was actually written for a different kind of trumpet, the natural trumpet, which was a trumpet that had no valves. It was a very long instrument, like if you look at pictures of it, and it played very easily in that register. It's almost like the sweet spot of the instrument, and it gave a very, very distinct sound.
This is on our opening concert for the season, which will be in January. So check out our website for those details. And I think it's a perfect kind of thing to really ring in the new season, ring in where, like you said, we need some joy, we need some music right now. And Bach to me, you know, is right, the perfect mix of this ceremonial, but also really, I think really rock and roll, actually, his music, you know.
Well, it was music of the time too, and this was the music they listened to and enjoyed, and it wasn't stuck up. It was something to be danced to, and it was like their pop music in many ways.
Great, it's really cool. So come see Craig play this tiny trumpet with this amazing music. It's gonna be, I'm really excited about it.
Awesome, thank you for having me.
Thanks.